Today you will hear a story about three little pigs who are leaving their mother to go off and live on their own. The title of the story is The Three Little Pigs. You will hear about three different pigs who built three different kinds of houses. Listen to find out which kind of house was the best and why it was the best. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They lived with their mother. One day, the mother pig said to the three little pigs, "You are all grown up now. It's time for you to go out into the world and live on your own." So the three little pigs gave their mother a hug and set off. They walked for a while along a country lane, which is a smaller, narrow road. Before long, they saw a man with a horse pulling a wagon full of straw. Straw are long pieces of dried grass. Some people also call it hay. "I could build a house of straw in no time," thought the first pig. "Please, sir, may I have some straw?" asked the first little pig. "I would like to build a house." The kind man gave him the straw, and the first little pig began to build his house. Boys and girls, do you think straw is a good material for building a house? Before long, he was finished. He even had time to relax in the shade. The other two pigs continued on their way down the lane. It wasn't long before they passed a man pushing a cart full of sticks. "I could build a house of sticks," thought the second pig. "It will take a little while longer than my brother's house of straw," he pondered. "However, it will be a fine house." "Please, sir, may I have some sticks?" asked the second little pig. "I would like to build a house." The kind man gave him the sticks, and the second little pig built his house. Boys and girls, do you think sticks are good for building a house? He finished his house of sticks in a little while, and then he too relaxed in the shade. The third little pig continued on his way down the lane. In a little while he passed a man with a wheelbarrow full of bricks. Bricks are heavy blocks made out of clay. "I could build a house of bricks," thought the third little pig. "It will take a lot of time to build such a house," he considered. "However, it will be worth it." So he said to the man, "Please, sir, may I have some bricks? I would like to build a house." The kind man gave him the bricks, and the third little pig set to work. Boys and girls, do you think bricks are good for building a house? He worked hard in the afternoon sun. At the same time, a big, bad wolf came trotting down the lane. The wolf saw the first little pig napping in the shade. "That pig would make a tasty bite to eat," thought the big bad wolf. But the little pig saw him coming and ran inside his house of straw. He slammed the door behind him. Now the big bad wolf came right up to the house of straw. He knocked at the door and said, little pig, let me come in." Boys and girls, do you think the pig should open the door? The little pig answered, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin."
"Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down,"
said the wolf. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down. Boys and girls, you'll hear that part repeated through the story, so I'd love it if you said it with me. The little pig answered, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." And then the wolf said,
"Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down."
As the straw blew everywhere, the first little pig ran away. The big bad wolf was even hungrier than before. He strode, or walked, further down the lane. Soon he came upon the second little pig. The second little pig was also napping in the shade. The little pig saw him coming and ran inside. The big bad wolf came right up to the house of sticks. He knocked on the door and said,
little pig, let me come in."
Okay, boys and girls, are you ready to help me? What do you think the pig said? "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," answered the little pig.
"Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down,"
said the big bad wolf. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew down the house of sticks. The little pig ran away just in time. Now the wolf's stomach growled loudly. He continued down the lane. Soon he saw the third little pig. The third little pig had just finished his house of bricks. The little pig looked up. There were his two brothers running toward him, and right behind them was the big bad wolf. All three pigs hurried into the house of bricks and locked the door. The big bad wolf came right up to the house of bricks. He knocked on the door, and once again he said, little pig, let me come in." "Ready? Help me out." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," answered the little pig.
"Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," said the big bad wolf.
Well, the wolf huffed and puffed, but he could not blow down that house of bricks. "My house is too strong for you to blow down," shouted the third little pig. But the wolf had a plan.
"I'll climb onto the roof and get into the house through the chimney."
Boys and girls, a chimney is a tower or a pipe that comes out of the fireplace so that the smoke from the fire can leave the house. Now, the third little pig had guessed the wolf's plan. He already had a fire blazing in the fireplace. A big pot of water was heating up over the fire. Boys and girls, what do you think will happen to the wolf? The wolf jumped down the chimney and splash! He fell right into the hot water.
"Ouch!"
yelled the wolf.
"That water is hot!"
He jumped out of the pot and ran right out the door. That was the end of the big bad wolf, and the three little pigs lived happily ever after. Boys and girls, I'm going to ask you some questions about the story now. First question, who are the characters in this story? The characters are the mother, the three little pigs, and the big bad wolf. Second question, what happened to the pigs' houses that were made out of straw and sticks? The wolf huffed and puffed and blew them down. Third question, why couldn't the wolf blow down the house made of bricks? The house made of bricks was too strong. Fourth question, how did the wolf get into the brick house? The wolf got into the brick house by climbing up onto the roof and falling down the chimney. Fifth question, what happened to the wolf at the end of the story? The wolf fell into a boiling pot of water and then he ran away.